It's the week of March 30th, 2021. My name is Queen.
And I am Damien. Welcome to your TNN.
Nearly 5 years after launch of Pokemon Go, Niantic announced Monday that they were going to be partnering with Nintendo to co-develop a new title based on the company's Pikmin franchise. Niantic says that the app is being developed in their Tokyo office and they will launch later this year. The app will include gameplay activities to encourage walking and make walking more delightful. The company notably specifies that the title will make use of their augmented reality platform to integrate the real world into app appearances. Pokemon Go has fallen out of headlines but has continued to deliver massive sums to the San Francisco gaming company, eclipsing $1 billion in revenue in 2020. In recent years, Nintendo has sought to build out of their presence on mobile gaming platforms, with a number of titles playing on some of their biggest franchises, but none of them have reached Pokemon Go's level of success. Niantic has raised nearly $500 million in capital, most recently raising at a $4 billion valuation.
Wildlife World Zoo recently welcomed a rare newborn South American tapir. To ensure the newborn's survival, the calf is receiving around-the-clock care by Wildlife World experts, hand-raising, and veterinarian team outside the baby animal nursery. The South American tapir is threatened by habitat destruction and hunting. Due to their large size, slow rate of reproduction, and sensitivity to habitat loss, tapirs are often among the first species to decline when humans disturb an ecosystem. The South American tapir is the largest surviving native terrestrial mammal in the Amazon. Tapirs play an incredibly important role to developing and maintaining healthy ecosystems. They are known as gardeners of the forest. They consume a vast variety of plant matter. They disperse the seeds through their scat. This not only improves forest health overall, but it also spreads the seeds of certain slow-growing trees with very dense wood. This makes the tapir one of the world's most crucial helpers in combating climate change. Tapirs are among the most primitive large mammals in the world, changing little in appearance for millions of years. The prehistoric-looking animal looks like a massive pig with a long snout. However, because they have an odd number of toes, 4 toes on each front foot, 3 toes on each back foot, their closest relatives are horses and rhinos.
Hi, Saddle Mountain. This is Mrs. Williams with a message from Mrs. Williams Counseling Corner. This month we are focusing on honesty and having integrity. Integrity is doing what you're supposed to be doing when no one is looking. Did you know that being honest can help you make friends? Yes. When you're honest with your friends and tell them the truth, especially when they are doing something that is not right or something that will harm them, they will see that you care and they will be grateful. So let's be honest with everyone, not just adults, but also with our friends. All right, so today we are still honoring Women's History Month. So today we're talking about Roberta Bondare. She's Canada's first female astronaut and first neurologist in space. Neurologist means she deals with the brain. Following more than a decade NASA's head of space medicine, she became a consultant and a speaker in the communities of business, science, and medicine. She has also received many honors, including the Order of Canada, the Order of Ontario, and the NASA Space Medal. Over 22 honorary degrees and induction into Canadian Medical Hall of Fame. And this is her. So not only was she an astronaut, but she was also a science for neurological, which means your brain. How awesome. All right. I hope we're all staying safe, being healthy, and being the best we can be. Remember, all children are capable of success, no exceptions. Have a great day.
Thank you, Miss Williams. Now let's go over to Izzy and Josh with the sports update.
Welcome to sports. My name is Izzy.
And I'm Josh.
The Arizona Diamondbacks finished spring training last week with a game against the Cincinnati Reds. They will play their first 3 home games of the season against the Reds as well, starting April 9th.
The Coyotes continue to struggle against Colorado, dropping the first of a 4-game homestand to the Avalanche 5-1. They are currently in 6th place in the West and need to score a lot more than they have if they want a chance to make the playoffs. The Suns continue to keep playing very good.
They are now 28-13, good for second place in the West, behind only the Utah Jazz. They have won 8 of their last 10 games. That is all for
Thanks, guys.
sports.
Now let's go over to entertainment news with Michelle and Olivia.
For entertainment news, my name is Michelle.
And I'm Olivia.
Spring is here, and that means that summer is not too far away. As temperatures warm up here in Arizona, many people start to look up for things that they can do to stay out of the heat. This summer is shaping up to be a big one for kids' movies. The first one that we will look at is called Vivo.
It is an animation adventure that features Sony Animation. It features music by Lin-Manuel Miranda, who you may know from the Moana soundtrack and Hamilton. The other movie coming out this summer is called Luca from Disney Pixar Studios. It is about the friendship of a human and a sea monster in disguise. Both movies come out in June, and both will be rated G or PG. See you next time with more entertainment news.
Thanks, girls. Now let's go over to Addie and Skylar with Joke of the Week.
And welcome to Joke of the Week. My name is Addie.
And I am Skylar.
This week's joke is...
What do you call a pig that does karate?
I don't know. What do you call a pig that does karate?
Pork chops.
Great joke. If you have a joke and would like to be on the news, please go to smusd.me/beonthenews. And we would love to have you on. See you next time on Joke of the Week.
Thanks, guys. Now let's go over to Fun Fact Trivia with Bryn and Aubrey.
Welcome to Fun Fact Trivia. My name is Aubrey.
And I am Bryn.
March 30th is National Pencil Day. It is celebrated on March 30th because that is the day back in 1850 that the first pencil patent was issued.
Pencils were around for a long time before that, but this is when the eraser was attached to the pencil, reassembling the device we are all familiar with today. Today's question is about how many pencils would it take to write a 300-page novel containing about 125,000 words.
A, 150,
B, 250.
or C, 350.
You have 10 seconds to make your decision.
If you said A, 150 pencils, you are correct. The average pencil can write between 800 up to 1,200 words before it has been sharpened too many times to be usable. That number can depend on many different factors, though.
Fun fact, during the World War II, a pencil company in England hid escape maps inside the middle of pencils and would help prisoners escape. See you next time on Fun Fact Trivia.
Thanks, girls. Now let's go over to This Week in History. Welcome to This Week in History. My name is Caitlin. On this day, March 30th, 1858, U.S. Secretary of State William H. Seward signed a treaty with Russia for the purchase of Alaska for $7 million. Despite the bargain price of roughly 2 cents an acre, the purchase was ridiculed and Congress and in the press of Seward's folly. The government of Russia first approached the United States about selling the territory during the administration of President James Buchanan, but the talk was stalled by the breakout of the Civil War. After 1865, Seward, a supporter of the territory expansion, was eager to quench the huge landmass of Alaska, and in 1867 Alaska was formally handed over from Russia to the United States. The discovery of gold in 1898 brought a rapid influx of people to the territory, and Alaska's rich in natural resources has contributed to American prosperity ever since. That is all for this week in history.
Thanks, Caitlin. Now let's go over to Science Time with Olivia and Izzy.
Welcome to Science Time. My name is Izzy.
And I'm Olivia.
Scientists have recently developed some new battery technology that could really change the way we travel and communicate in the near future. It is called the massless structural battery. What makes this so unique is that when a new electric car, a large portion of the car by weight and size is the battery.
With massless structural batteries, no actual battery is needed. The metal that the car is made from is the battery. Imagine if your phone didn't need a battery. The actual phone was its own battery. It is a little confusing, but it is a huge breakthrough in power storage. There are many possible applications for this technology, from cars, houses, planes, computers, and more. Scientists say that this next step is to decrease the separation between layers, to make the batteries even stronger and more powerful.
Scientists have been working on massless batteries since 2007, but these recent breakthroughs show a very promising future. See you next week with more Science Time.
Now it's time to go to Word of the Week.
Welcome to Word of the Week. My name is Anthony. This week's word is evident. Evident is an adjective, and it means clear to the sight or to the mind. Here's how you can use it in a sentence. My mom's car wouldn't start. It was evident that her battery was dead. This is all for Word of the Week. See you next.
Thank you, Anthony.
That is all for this episode of TNN.
We'll see you next week.